Welcome to Damia, Sage of Stone. As far as opening hand goes, yes, we're going to keep on this one. I dig it. We've got some counter magic. We've got Deathrite Ramen, little pork belly, Deathrite Shaman over there. And we've got Nature's Lore, 2 lands. And yeah, I dig it. We've got a couple different tutor, well, just one tutor, Worldly Tutor, and some Disallow, some really nice counter magic. But yes, we'll definitely keep on this one. Okay, sorry about that. If that was kind of a weird transition, I felt like I was going to sneeze, and I was like, try not to sneeze. Let's go. It's Yavimaya Coast. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Yeah, because we're going to hold on to the fetch land just in case we need it. So let's go on Yavimaya Coast. Let's have old Deathrite Shaman come down. And then anything else, pass the turn over our opponent. We're playing Damia, Sage of Stone, Death Touch. Skip your draw step at the beginning of your upkeep. If you have fewer than 7 cards in your hand, draw cards equal to the difference. So there we go. Playing against Nekusar, the Mindrazer. Get a little magic after dark on our opponent's side of the battlefield. Excited about that. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws an additional card. Then whenever an opponent draws a card, Nekusar deals 1 damage to that player. So they're going to bounce laying back to the hand. That isn't boiler work. So let's go and lead off with that Catacombs. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3. So we're going to have access to 3 total mana. I guess at this, yeah, well, actually, we'll just go ahead and go for Catacombs. And definitely want to make sure that we grab I think at this point, yeah, we do want to have at least double blue for Disallow. So let's grab Tropical Island. I think that'll be good. We'll grab Tropical Islands, go for Nature's Lore. That way we can extra lane on the battlefield. On this one, we're probably going to grab we can actually shock in, we actually just grab Bayou. I think that would be good. Yeah, let's do that. So we end up grabbing Bayou. That still does end up keeping us open on at least going for Arcane Denial to counter something if we need to end up doing that. So anything else, pass it back over to our opponent. So we did cover both commanders. Give a quick shout out to our sponsors, MTGOTraders. If you want to sit on Damia's throne and maybe cast a really nice Villainous Wealth or plot your own Villainous Wealth, hey, head on over there. They'll definitely take care of you. Get all the cards that you may need for Damia, and we'll jump into those in a second. And I think at this point, with them only having 2 mana, I like going for this. So let's go Hedron Archive. The name of the game with this deck is to ramp out really quick, as quickly as possible. And so that's pretty much what we want to happen. So, and actually with the Hedron Archive sticking around, we're going to be able to at least kind of still keep up Arcane Denial. So yeah, be sure to head over to MTGOTraders. Also, let's give a quick shout out to inkgaming.com. You can use coupon code JOLT to get 10% off anything off their website. So if you haven't treated yourself in a long time, make sure that you do. Do we want to Arcane Denial on Ralzeric? I feel like since we don't have spot removal, I'd almost, well, yeah, I think we're okay with that. Yeah, let's do that because we can still end up going for Disallow. So let's do that. So let's go Deathrite Shaman. Let's exile Catacombs from the graveyard. We're going to add blue mana to our mana pool. There we go. Let's tap down Hedron Archive. And then let's go Arcane Denial on Ralzeric. Yeah, at this point right now, that's going to be almost, not necessarily card draw per turn, but just getting a scry per turn. Since we do have at least another counter magic in our hand, I feel like we could at least kind of burn a counter spell on Ralzeric. Now, they do get to cash in 2 card draw. We could Disallow if we wanted to on that, but I'd rather just hold on to Disallow. So that would be better for us. So we'll see what we rip into for the draw step. That's going to be Cyclonic Rift, which is going to be very welcome. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 total mana. We want to dig a little bit deeper with Frantic Search to try and make the land drop for the turn. I think that would be good. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for that. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Let's go Frantic Search. And we need to discard 2 cards. I guess at this point, we'll probably end up doing is getting rid of, Worldly Tutor is nice, but I really like having access to just a volume of cards. And so let's go Worldly Tutor. And I still like Disallow, because that's going to put us at 1, 2, 3. Because we do want to hold on to the land Prismatic. Actually, we might end up getting rid of Prismatic Vista. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. Because we can still exile it with Deathrite Shaman. Yep, I like that a lot better. So, untap 3 lands. There we go. Let's go Fidelic and Orrery. That's going to be black. And then there we go. Have that come down, and then we can still end up going Deathrite Shaman. Because the main thing that we want to do with Ori, that's going to allow us to just drop in Damia, which is going to be very important for us to kind of cash in some card draw. And we're still open on Disallowed. Unfortunately, we didn't make the land drop for the turn, but that was a pretty good value option right there. But yes, quick shout out to inkgaming.com. 10% off anything off the website, and that's going to be a Raiders Wake. Yeah, that's fine. If they want to get that down, it is kind of hard to play around that, but if we kind of treat the bottleneck as Nekusar this game, I'm going to be okay with that. So, yep, shout out to inkgaming.com. And last but not least, I started a Patreon. So if you'd like to get your name at the beginning or the ending of the credits, there's a link down in the description below. Or if you want to get your hands on some of these sweet tokens, hey, make sure that you're a patron of my Patreon. You'll be automatically entered into the token giveaway. So, there we go. Pretty cool. Had a lot of fun designing those. And so we run into Tamio, which still keeps us open on Disallow. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So let's go for that. So that's going to be Tamio. And this is kind of the name of the game with Sultai, is just generating value turn after turn. So let's go for the +1. We can't actually go for the -3 if we wanted to. Yeah, let's do that, because that's going to be immediately be the lane for the turn. Yeah, that's going to be good. So let's go Prismatic Vista, and that still keeps us open. It's going to make the lane drop and keep us open on Deathrite Shaman. So we've got only one black source out there, so let's go and grab a Swamp, and then anything else, I think we're simply just going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. So I will, if there's a sequencing error with Videlic and Ori and me casting something during our main phase, I typically don't play with Videlic and Ori, and so if you're like, well, Jolt, why didn't you wait till your opponent's turn or their upkeep to do that? Hey, just giving you a heads up. I'm not used to playing with it, so I'm going to try to make sure that I'm using it to its full advantage. So just giving y'all a heads up. But yeah, with those tokens, yeah, if you're a patron, you're automatically entered into the token giveaway. And as long as you're a patron at the beginning of the month, I'll be kind of giving those tokens away. So there we go. It's Fish's free time. Let's have some fun. Now with Damia, if you haven't seen Damia in a while, the last Damia build, for a very long time, if you're a friend of the channel, what Damia was kind of a Sultai Planeswalker deck. And as time went on, that was just not a very good build, and as I kept adding more and more value cards to the deck, it finally got to the point where it was just like, man, this is not there's just not a lot of synergy in the deck. And so now it's kind of more of a X deck, it's an Unbound Flourishing deck. Actually, that's kind of what I would end up calling it. Do we want to end up going Cyclonic Rift on anything? I think, and then we rip into a delay. Okay, so let's go for the +2, or the +1, excuse me. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go +1, and we're going to have to choose a card name. We have no idea what's on top of our library. Let's just see if we get Unbound Flourishing. See if we get lucky. Okay, that wasn't, it was Worn Powerstone Boots, Temple of Deceit, and Mana Drain. So anything else? Yeah, I think we're simply just going to go and pass the turn. If we can jam this Stroke of Genius, even if it's, 1, 2, 3, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Stroke of Genius for 5 is a wonderful option for us. Probably going to see Nekusar come down on our opponent's side of the battlefield sometime soon. If they do end up going for the Magus of the Wheel activation, because Raiders Wake is going to be a problem for us, we still have Disallow on that activated ability on Magus of the Wheel. All right, so that's going to be Dak Faden. Yeah, I think we ended up going for delay on this one. Yeah, I think that's okay. All right, so we're going to go delay. The other option with Cyclonic Rift is that we can bounce that Raiders Wake back to their hands. So if they do end up going for Magus of the Wheel, and we don't want to get hit with something, pretty rough, then we can kind of at least kind of get rid of that Raiders Wake. So that would, be a better option for us, potentially. All right, so we got Magus of the Wheel. Well, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, we got Magus of the Wheel swinging in at Tamio. Do we want to bounce Magus back? That could be a good option. And we're looking at a Stroke of Genius for 3. At this point right now, I think, well, actually, if we want to hold on to Tamio, spells and abilities can't cause you to discard cards or sacrifice permanents. So, yeah, I think we need to keep this out there. So let's do this. So let's go Cyclonic Rift on Magus. Yeah, because I just completely forgot about that second ability. That's a pretty good ability. All right, so we're gonna go for Cyclonic Rift. We're gonna bounce Magus back, and yeah, we're not gonna be able to discard cards, so that's pretty much gonna be hurtful for Nekusar, and that's only gonna give us card advantage, which is pretty much what we want to see. So We're going to see Omegas come back down. And yeah, hopefully we can build up another board state. We can at least get another creature down. We might end up actually just going for Damia. So, okay, so we run into Heroic Intervention. Perfect. That's pretty much what we wanted to see. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 total mana. Let's see if we can't hit a land for the turn. And what do we name on this one? I still think we go Unbound Flourishing, because that's pretty much what we're digging for right now. So, unfortunately, that was not in the hand. Ran into a couple different artifacts off of that. So, I think what we'll try to end up doing this turn is if they do end up sending in Magus to the Wheel at Tamio, we'll probably end up going Stroke of Genius and then leaving up Heroic Intervention, at least to kind of keep that down. Now, we have gotten to the point now to where if they do swing in at Tamio, we do at least have the, she's sitting at a 4, so we're going to be able to survive a hit from a 3/3 Magus of the Wheel. But yeah, with Baby Loretta, if you don't know, each player discards their hand, then draw cards equal to the number. If that's correct, spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause you to discard cards or sacrifice permanents. So, I don't think we need to discard our hand, and I'm pretty sure that's the way it's worded. So let's see if that's correct. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to just draw 3 cards. Okay, so we will take that. Now we've got some pretty good options. We hit another land. We've got Growth Spiral. Now if they end up going for Magus of the Will, they're going to be able to draw in 7 more cards, which is going to be pretty good. I think I kind of like that. So they're going to go for J, so we'll let that happen. It's crazy when you play games of Commander where certain things, target player, yeah, they did target themselves. So I totally get that. It's just funny when you have little games of Commander and you get down something very innocent like Tamio and how it can shut down a Nekusar deck like that. It's a pretty good feeling. So let's go for this. So let's go Brainstorm, because at least with Brainstorm we can set up a Growth Spiral pretty well. So, all right, so we're going to put 2 cards back on top of our library. And let's put Urborg, and we'll put Island back on top. Let's go for Growth Spiral. It's going to be blue and then green. We're going to draw a card, put a land from our hand onto the battlefield. Let's put Opulent Palace down. Let's enter the battlefield tapped. Let's flash in Birds of Paradise. And then I think that still gives us 1, 2, 3. We still have 4 mana, but yeah, we're basically just looking at Stroke of Genius. So there we go. All right, so now we're kind of getting ahead on mana in a pretty good spot. Let's go for the +1. Once again, we're going to be digging for that Unbound Flourishing at this point because one of our win conditions is going for one of our X spells. So eventually we're going to run into it. So we're being able to dig a little bit deeper into the library a little bit quicker. So let's go for Island, have that come down. And yeah, at this point, we're simply just going to go and pass the turn. We've got a lot of options. We've got Disallow to kind of counter something. We've got Heroic Intervention to protect ourselves. We've got Stroke of Genius finally to kind of cash in a really nice really good amount of card draw. So we will kind of go from there. But yeah, that's pretty much what this Damia deck is. You know, it originally started off as they're going to bounce Fidelic and Ori back to our hand. Yeah, I think we're okay with that. It's not the end of the world to us, so we'll let that happen. We're not going to be able to flash in Damia, but we've got Stroke of Genius. So once this became not a Soul-type Planeswalker deck, what ended up happening is we just kind of made it like Unbound Flourishing deck, because there's a lot of times where you just want to draw a bunch of cards with this deck, or you have a lot of different X spells that you ended up going for, or, you know, let's say that one of our win conditions is Villainous Wealth. We still have Tamio on the battlefield, so yeah. Oh, look at that. I will take that. And I know our opponent, they're digging. You mean, why would our opponent do that? At this point right now, they're probably digging for just some sort of answer. But yeah, at this point, we've got some we see old Nekusar come down. So let's go. That's going to be 2 mana left up right now. Let's go Summary Dismissal. That way we can exile the stack. That's going to be 1/2 with Hedron Archive. And then, yeah, now with us hitting that Magus, that was a pretty good option. And so we'll be able to cash in, at least next turn, we're going to be able to go for Damia. At this point, with us having so many cards, I don't know if we actually want to end up going for Damia. It's going to be hard for us to satisfy that card advantage, I think. Our opponent's going to scoop it up on that one. Yeah, I don't blame them. That Magus of the Wheel is probably a kind of a more of a, what word am I looking for? Desperation play, because they know we're going to cash in a bunch of card draw. And so, you know, you've got a one-trick pony with Nekusar. One of the ways that you can win very, very good with Nekusar is by using something like Raider's Wake. You know, whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 2 life, because you've got Megrum, you've got Liliana's Caress, I think. And so those cards, you know, being being able to turn a Magus of the Wheel into something around, 20 damage, that really allows you to close the game out. When you just toss Tamio on the battlefield, can't discard cards, and you just basically just draw a bunch of cards. That's one of the best feelings in the world. So unfortunately, we didn't run into Unbound Flourishing, but we did what Sultai does, and that's just generate a ton of value and close the game out. So it's always fun to play against Nekusar, and to get a win, that is a pretty good feeling. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video, hey, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.